The gap between what we want life to be and what life actually is called expectations. What we expect life to be is what makes us unhappy most of the time. Because what life is, it's just what life is. It happens, we have to take it as it comes. When we have our own expectations and our own thoughts and whatever we want it to be, is when we create this friction. Let's put some examples that I got from this book, Solve for Happy, from this guy called Mo Gaudat. He's a really interesting guy that used to be the CEO of Google X. Mo Gaudat, the author of this book called Solve for Happy, he dives in what it is to expect and how just a little shift in our minds can really change the way we perceive reality and just be happy with whatever happens to us. In this example, he talks about how he had this supercar that he loved, and his wife was driving the car and she had an accident, and the car got completely smashed. At this moment, he didn't care about the car. The car was totally destroyed, but his wife, she was okay. Nothing happened to her. So he was actually grateful that the car got destroyed and his wife was okay. Um, and then he reframes it. He says, if the car was parked in a parking lot and someone went through the car and had an accident and the car got totaled, but his wife wasn't involved, he would have been so unhappy and so upset about it. And you think about it, and it actually makes sense. And there's this other example that I heard from this guy that used to have a cat, right? And the cat died after 2 years. So they were upset. Why? Because we expect cats to live way longer. Cats live about 13 years or so. And he reframed it as well. It's like, instead of being grateful that we lived with the cat for 2 years, we grieved that we didn't live with it any longer. And then he says, what if the same cat dies at the same time after 2 years, but life expectancy for the cat was of 18 months instead of 24 months? You would actually been happy because your expectation was set lower. So you were set up for success and to be happy already. And even though the cat died after only 2 years, the time is the same. It should affect you the same way. So the only thing that changes is that you think that you deserve to have the cat for 13 years. And this can apply in so many insights in our life, in any situation, anything that happens. If you just take it for what it is, instead of putting your own wants in what you want it to be, what you want this to happen, things are not good or bad. It's our thinking that makes it so. That's very powerful. And I've been thinking about these quotes as well. If we remove expectations and take life as it is, we can remove unhappiness and we can just take the events as they unfold before us and just go with the flow. We should remove all the shoulds. This should be this way. I should have been treated better. I should have done this. I should have done that. The word should is what really creates the friction in your mind. When you go to the restaurant and you sit down and someone comes to take your order, your brain tells you that this person should be nice to you and they should be kind to you. And when they are not, because you had that on your mind, then you feel unhappy when you're actually outside having a meal that you should enjoy. Shouldn't be a word. It doesn't make sense, but it's such a shit word. And we project what we want onto others, and that's what we can't control. We can't control how others will behave with us or how they're gonna be when we go to a restaurant. They are just doing their job, and just accepting reality as it is and expecting more from ourselves and how we can take things and way less from others Don't expect anything from nobody. Don't expect people to be nice to you. Don't expect people to behave good to you. Don't expect people to be loyal to you. There are lots of snakes out there as well. If that's on your mind, you can be unhappy. And you're one step closer to have your emotions put on the stoicism, be a bit more stoic, understand that only you give meaning to all the events that happen in your life. In conclusion, we need to understand that what life is and what we want life to be are two different things. And the further away they are, the more unhappy you are every day. Because you go through life thinking that life should be an utopia that you have in your mind. So let's try to embrace reality for what it is. Make the most out of it. Expect more from you and less from others. Remove the shoulds from other people. People should do nothing to you. And that will get you a step closer to happiness. Morga, that, thank you. That's a great book. I'm only halfway though, but I get great insights from it. And I hope you like this. And you know what to do. Check me out. Thank you. Bye.